I want to send a warning to Massachusetts Uber and Lyft drivers and to delivery people. Learn from what happened in California with Proposition 22. When they went out and they bought all these signatures to get on the ballot and spent $200 million in misleading TV campaigns to buy the vote and then switch, right, and screw over the drivers, right? You've heard enough about it. Massachusetts, do not fall for the same thing. Your attorney general just green-lighted Uber and Lyft back gig workers ballot initiative. So here it comes. Your own Proposition 22 probably will have another name in Massachusetts, but your attorney general gave them the green light to go and collect those signatures, which they will get. They're paying those guys in the shopping centers $4 to $8 per signature. These guys will sit there all day long until they have their signatures. Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey gave a coalition of app-based service providers like Uber and Lyft the go-ahead to start collecting signatures needed to put a proposed ballot measure before voters that would define drivers as independent contractors rather than employees. Exactly the duplicate of what went down in California, now happening in Massachusetts. If we do not connect with the riders, with the public, you guys are going to get screwed over the same way, right? They promised the riders no higher fares. What did they do in California? Higher fares. They promised the drivers to be independent contractors and set their own fares. They took that away from them. They promised the drivers they could see their destination. They took it away from them. Learn from California, Massachusetts, and do not make the same mistake. Win it, beat it, defeat it, and then negotiate on your terms. You don't have to be an employee, right? You do not have to be an employee. Don't be fed those fear tactics by Uber and Lyft. Win it and negotiate your terms. Backers of the initiative, which is essentially a MA version of Proposition 22, would need to gather tens of thousands of signatures. That's easy for the measure to make it to the November 22 ballot. Very easy. Despite the fact that last year Healey filed a lawsuit that challenged Uber and Lyft's classifications of drivers as contractors who are therefore not entitled to benefits like sick leave, overtime, or minimum wage. On Wednesday, the AG certified the current measure met constitutional requirements. She has her hands tied. She would love to say no to them, but she has to, because it's basically written in the Constitution that if they get the amount of signatures, they can get it onto the ballot. The news comes nearly 2 weeks after a Superior Court judge ruled California's Prop 22, which was passed in 2020, unconstitutional. The union-backed Coalition to Protect Workers' Rights urged Healey to reject the measure under the same grounds and told Reuters that it is considering suing to challenge the measure. The Massachusetts Coalition for Independent Work, the coalition of members including Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, and Instacart, filed a petition for this ballot initiative last month, a move that Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi said he thinks is the right move. He doesn't know if it's the right move. He thinks it's the right move. The proposed initiative would also allow drivers to earn a minimum of $18 per hour in 2023 before tips and provide those who work for at least 15 hours per week with healthcare stipends. Learn from California, right? To achieve those numbers, you'd basically have to be working around the clock. Californians are not getting those benefits, ladies and gentlemen. Massachusetts, wake up. Drivers would also be guaranteed at least 26 cents per mile, 26 cents per mile, to cover vehicle upkeep and gas. The coalition has until December the 1st to collect and file 80,239 signatures from voters. They'll easily get that because they buy it. It's going to cost them $5 a signature. They put down $400,000. They're on the initiative. If they miss that deadline, they can gather an additional 13,374 signatures by July the 6th, 2022, and get the initiative on the ballot. Very easy. We, the drivers, should start our own ballot and get signatures, right? Why not? We should fight back. So again, Massachusetts AG greenlights Uber Lyft back gig worker ballot initiative. This is Proposition 22 2.0. Be prepared. Get ready to brawl and fight. Be relentless.